Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm answering your questions. So this is my first Q&A here on YouTube. I asked you guys to leave questions for me on my Insta story some days ago, and I'll answer in my YouTube video. And I have gone through the questions. Luckily there's nothing crazy, so I'm going to be answering your questions in this video. I'm also going to just gist a little bit, tell you why I have been off YouTube for some weeks. And yeah, so I have my glass of wine. I promise I'm not gonna get drunk, but I do need a glass of wine. So I have my glass of wine, and let's jump right in. Hey guys, and welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome, and thank you for sticking with me this long. My name is Uchechi, and I am a content creator, digital marketing consultant, fashion model, what else, a bunch of things these days. If you're wondering what this is a facial mask. I have used it on Instagram before, but hold on, this is from, I got it from Confetti Beauty. So this is the gold foil anti-wrinkle mask. It comes in a set. So the powder, this is the one I used, and the essence, which is liquid. So you mix both and then you apply it on your face. I like this one because it has like gold sparkles. You see, makes me feel like a golden girl. So this is dry. I'm going to take it off now, and I will come back and go straight into answering your questions. Okay? Have you guys heard that Chike song? It's 2010-20. You guys know what date that is. Wahala Day. It's my favorite song at the moment. That and Burna Boy's 2010-20. So the same title, but Chike's one has Wahala Day in brackets after 2010-20. If you haven't listened to it, you should listen to it. I think you should listen to it. Okay, so let's get straight into the Q&A. So I'm going to be looking down because I'm reading my questions from my laptop. I'm filming with my phone, so I can't like look at my phone or use my phone to look at Instagram. So I took screenshots. Why am I explaining all of this? The questions are on my laptop, so I'm going to be looking down. So if you see me looking down and you're wondering why I'm looking down, that is why I am looking down. So the first question, who is your boo? Don't even mention Jesus. I I don't have a boo, so I'm going to have to disappoint you and say Jesus, because that's what it is. And second, okay, this is not a question, this is I love your content. Thank you. What part of my content do you love? Let me know. What part do you love? What part would you want to see more of? Please, can you do a tutorial on content creation? Honey, content creation is wide, so you'd have to be more specific. What part of content creation do you want me to do a tutorial on? What specific part? What specific topic? I have done some tutorials on my Instagram page, well, mostly on video and photo editing ish. Have I done on video editing? Well, mostly on photo editing. So if you have gone through or you've read through, I've also done, dropped tips here and there. So if you've read through and you've watched through and you haven't seen what you're looking for, then do let me know. I'm going to read out your name so that you just know who you are. This is Tega Sonia. So just let me know what specific things you're looking out for. Okay, what are the equipment I need to start my vlog? This is Onyebuchi. Hi Buchi. Okay, so in my opinion, video content is divided into three parts, right? So you have the visuals, you have the audio, and then you have the content itself. So I'm just going to focus on two first parts, which are the visuals and your audio. So for visuals, it's going to be, oh Lord. So for visuals, I'm going to divide that into your equipment and then your lighting, right? Lighting of your environment. So for your equipment, it depends on the resources that you have at the moment. So if you have a phone that has a fantastic camera and you do not have a professional camera, then you can start with that. I currently film with my phone. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I currently record with my phone. I'm recording with my phone. I do not have a professional camera yet. I'm hoping you guys can keep watching my videos and subscribing so that I can get monetized and money can start coming and I can buy my camera. Hint, hint. But yes, I currently film with my phone. I don't have a professional camera, so if you have a fantastic phone or a phone that has a fantastic camera, you can start with that pending when you have or can get a camera. But if you can't afford a camera right now, then by all means go ahead and get a camera. I cannot recommend cameras now because I'm not even sure of the specifics, but you can always go on Google or go on YouTube to look for cameras that vloggers or even YouTubers use so that you are guided on your purchase. But if you already have one, you can also go on Google on YouTube to look for tutorials on how best to utilize that camera to get quality video content. So that's that for equipment. For lighting, I'll say make sure so if you cannot afford external lights, make sure you're in a well-lit environment. So let me tell you what I have going on for lights. So I have 2 wall lights, I have 1 ceiling light, I have 1 LED light here, and I have 1 selfie mini ring light thing going on here. So this is where my warm light comes from. All other whites are lights. All other whites are lights. Wow. All of that lights are white, and my home office is painted white, just so I can have quality visuals whenever I'm doing anything here. Okay, so if you're not in a well-lit environment, you may want to invest in some lights. So that's that for equipment and lighting. Now for sound, depending on what you use to record and how far you usually be from your device, you may or may not need an external microphone, right? So if you're going to be filming very close and you're using your phone, you may not need an external mic. It also depends on how quiet or noisy your filming environment is. So if you are filming in a noisy environment, I'm not in the quietest environment, so I do have an external mic. I have 2 mics. There's one that is mounted on top of my phone. I'll probably show you what it looks like somewhere on the screen, and then I have a lapel mic that I use. If you've watched my other YouTube videos, you see that I have a lapel mic. I just started using this because I got it early this year or late last year and totally forgot about it. But then I got tired of using the lapel because it's restrictive. It restricts my movement. So I was like, oh, I got one. Yeah, I got a wireless mic, and I decided to try it, and that's what I'm using now. So I'll just put either a screenshot or a video somewhere on the screen so you can see what it looks like, and I have a lapel mic that I use for external sound. So those are the things I would advise for now that you have. A tripod. So I would advise you get a tripod, no matter how small or inexpensive or cheap it is, because you need to have balanced shots, right? So I have 3 tripods. I have one that is in front of me. It goes as high as 6 feet, I think. Yes, it can go taller than me, and I'm not up to 6 feet. I'm not short, please. I also have this one. You must have seen it on Instagram. So it's the one that comes with a mini ring light that you can that comes with a clamp that you can clamp on a table or on a sturdy surface. Then I have a small tripod there. If I can, I would when editing, I'll just take videos of all of these things and just show you so you see what I'm talking about. I have a mini one that I can collapse and put in my handbag, so if I'm going to be mobile, I can use that to balance my phone when I'm recording. So those are the things that I think you can, or I believe that you can start off with if you have a vlog. Now, next question: Joe Biden or Trump? And this is from Uchechi. Joe Biden. Reason is okay, so first off, I have never been one to pay much attention to politics. I only started paying attention to politics this year, and that was largely because of the NSAS protests or movements in Nigeria. So it made me start paying attention to certain things that I ordinarily would have just maybe had surface discussions about. But I'm happy that happened. I'm happy that movement happened. I believe it made not just myself but a lot of more people get conscious about the environment and the politics in the country which we reside in. So where was I going to with that? Okay, yes. So Joe Biden or Trump? Okay, yes. So because I just started paying attention to politics, I cannot really talk about the politics in the US. But recently, I have heard Trump's stand on certain social issues. I mean, look at how he's handling coronavirus, and a lot of racism, police brutality, and a bunch of other social issues, right? So some of these discussions or conversations that I've heard him talk or write about have made me feel like Joe Biden is a better candidate. Now, Joe Biden is not necessarily the best candidate, right? Yes, I'm happy we have, or the US has, the first female vice president and all of that, but they may not, please, no one should attack me, this is my opinion, they may not have been the best candidate, but I think where the US is or was at before the elections, or even now during the elections, I mean, they're still counting votes in Nevada. So I think the point where US citizens were at was choosing between the devil and the deep blue sea, right? Which kind of is where, wow, I need to restructure that sentence. Which is kind of where we saw ourselves in when was the last election? Jesus Christ, I've forgotten the year of the last election, but that's kind of where we found ourselves. So it was like everyone wanted anybody but Jonathan, right? And that's what the APC capitalized on, and talked about change. So it was like, yes, we know this person is not perfect, but we want anybody that is not good lucky Billy Jonathan. And now see where we are. People are calling us children because we are asking that that's not why I'm here. right. So I feel like that's kind of where the US is, or that's where they kind of were, and that's kind of what informed my choice for Joe Biden over Trump. What eastern state am I from? I am from Imo State, proudly Igbo girl. What are my insecurities? I can only think of two, but luckily I'm now learning to manage or cope with those two. So first is my dental arrangement, right? So my teeth is very scattered inside my jaw. So I have been to the dentist and I've been told that my jaw is overcrowded. So my teeth are not like staying straight. Some are slanty and overlapping. If you notice two here, one is overlapping the other. So for a long time, that used to bother me. In fact, it used to affect my smile. So when smiling, I wouldn't open my mouth or show my teeth. In fact, it was so bad that my dad noticed, and one time asked me if I wanted to do anything about it, which probably must have been braces or surgery, or I'm not sure what that would have been. But I don't know what made me say no, I'm fine. But I'm happy I did, because I'm not sure why I'm happy that I did. But I mean, yeah, I did. So now I'm learning to embrace that feature. If I do need to change it, I will. It's not because it is bothering me, but because there's a solution and I want to take advantage of the solution. Now my second insecurity is my tummy. And I think this is God's way of keeping me humble and keeping me in check, because God knows that if I had a flat tummy, I probably would have just been causing a lot of problems. I've never had a flat tummy, right? I've always struggled with my tummy. I've always had to do some form of workout or be mindful of what I eat, just to make sure it's not like I'm walking around with a 9-month pregnancy tummy. I mean, you guys have seen some of my pictures before. Not some, you guys have seen my pictures before. So it's not like I have a protruding tummy, but it has just never been flat. I've never had abs, that kind of thing has never been my jam. That's one of my insecurity. But I again, as similar to the first one, which is my dental arrangement, I have started getting comfortable in my skin. So yeah, those are the insecurities that I think about. Do you believe the prophecies that Trump will win the US elections? Well, we already know how that has played out, right? But before the election, I strongly believed that Trump will win. Well, I mean, we've seen how it has played out, so I guess my opinion on that doesn't count anymore. Now, the next question is, how do you take quality pictures? I believe I have talked about this a number of times. So I have Instagram posts, I have done Instagram stories, I have an Insta reel on this, but I'll just talk about it again. So it's little things that people take for granted that make my pictures clear, or make my pictures high quality even when I take with my phone. So a lot of times I get questions asking what I used to take my pictures, and when I see I use my phone, it's like, oh, you're kidding. So yes, I use my phone for all of my content. Again, I do not own a professional camera, so to make sure that I have quality pictures, I make sure I do certain things. So one, before taking pictures or even recording a video, I would clean the back of my camera, which is your lens. Reason is, as opposed to a professional camera that has a lens cover, this is naked, and so your fingers go over it sometimes. So if you just whip out your phone to take a picture, record a video, the lens would probably have smudges or dust on it, or just not as clear as it should be when taking a picture, right? So I always see, if you have ever seen me trying to take a picture or record a video, no matter where I am, I'll take the corner of my top or my dress and clean my camera lens, just because I want to get crisp images or crisp videos. Something else I'm also very mindful of is my lighting. So like I have mentioned, I have two wall lights, one ceiling light, one LED light, and oh, this one is off. So yes, two wall lights, one ceiling light, one LED light here, and one mini ring light that gives me my warm light here. What else? I also have tripods for balance, make sure I do not have crooked pictures or my hands are not shaky when I'm trying to take a picture. I have a Bluetooth shutter that I use for pictures and videos. 90% of the pictures on my Instagram are taken by myself, right? So I pair this with my phone, use the self timer, and just take my pictures because it's already on a tripod, so I can place my phone wherever I want it and just press the buttons. I'm not going to press it now, even though this video is going to stop recording. Just press the button and my pictures, I take my pictures or my video starts recording. So that's how I take quality pictures. Something else that I believe also enhances the quality of my pictures is my editing style. So as I have mentioned a number of times, I use three apps. So sometimes I don't use all three apps, but the app that I always use is Lightroom, because that's where my preset is. If you do not know what presets are filters that you create and save, so it saves you editing time. So whenever you want to edit your pictures, instead of starting afresh, you will just take your presets and apply on the picture, and then you can now edit individual things in the picture. So Lightroom, Facetune 2 and Snapseed are the apps I use for editing. Funny enough, okay, not funny enough, I have a photo editing course. So if you want to learn how I edit my pictures, or just know how to edit with Lightroom, then you should grab the course. I'll leave the link in the description box below. And I also have a surprise for you at the end of the video, so keep watching. Now, what's the most weird, insignificant thing you like? I cannot think of anything right now. Flowers? So flowers are not weirdly insignificant, but maybe, I mean, I've read tweets and posts on, on Nigerian girls' attitude to flowers, which I think is untrue. But I mean, I love flowers. I love getting flowers as gifts, as random gifts. So flowers. If I can think of anything else while editing this video, I would put it somewhere on the screen. But that's the only thing I can think of right now. Innocent says, "Can I be your perfume plug?" Thank you, Innocent. It depends. It depends. So I have a weird system. I don't know if I should call it weird. So I taste some of the products that I use, right? For years I didn't have any body lotion because any type I used affected me. So it would either give me headaches, or I would start tasting it in my mouth after applying it on my body, which didn't make any sense. So it used to frustrate me. So I just abandoned creams. The body lotion that I currently use now, I'm using it because my sister uses it, and I used to take from her sometimes when I really do need body lotion. And I observed or noticed that it wasn't affecting me anyway. So I was like, you know what, I think I found the body lotion. So that's how I got my body lotion after several years. I also taste some perfumes. Some perfumes give me headaches, so I've had to give out bottles of perfumes because they were either making me nauseous or giving me a headache, or I was tasting it. I also taste some of my hair products. It's just it's weird. So I'm very careful with scents because of all these complexities, right? So any scent, if you retail perfumes, I'll check your page to see the kind of perfumes you have. If you make your own perfumes, then unfortunately I'll have to decline, because I already have all of these issues because of things that I apply on my body and on my hair. Okay. Now the last question, really, Ayo, where can I buy a new Range Rover for 2,000 naira? Mimo, I hope I spoke that correctly. I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't know. Please leave me know. I don't know where you can get a new Range Rover for 2,000 naira. You can try GG. Well, Ayo, see, leave me alone. So that's all. Those are all the questions I had for my Q&A session. Thank you guys for sending in questions. Thank you for not sending in very crazy questions. I was very nervous when I put up that post asking you guys to send questions on Insta story. Thank God there are no weird questions. Now to why I was absent, or I have been absent for the past 3 weeks to 1 month. If you are active on Twitter, this is for those who are outside Nigeria. If you are active on Twitter, you obviously would have seen the EndSARS hashtag. So it was a movement that started as a protest against police brutality in Nigeria, especially targeted at the youth, but just police brutality in Nigeria by a unit of the police force called the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, right? So there was a fallout as a result of that movement, and it just sort of dampened everyone's mood, right? Mine inclusive. If you're also wondering why some of your favorite Nigerian creators stopped putting out content around October, 2nd, 3rd, 4th week of October, then this probably is why a lot of creators were absent on their platforms. So that's how it started. I tried several times to record videos. I think I made 3 different attempts on 3 different days. I was either stumbling on my words or looking or sounding very gloomy, and so I was just like, no, I'm just gonna put this to one corner till I'm sure that I'm in the right state of mind to get back on YouTube, because it was just a disaster. It wasn't a good look. So I tried to channel my energy to other things that didn't require me coming on YouTube, and then I ended up getting engrossed and carried away. So it was 1 week, and then it was 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks, and I was just like, wow, I have been gone for this long. So what has been keeping me busy is, well, I already mentioned during the video. So I have a photo editing course, editing in Lightroom. Well, it's not just Lightroom, it's beyond Lightroom. So if you have visited my Instagram page before and you like how I edit my pictures, or you like how people edit their pictures in Lightroom, or you have always wanted to know how to create your own Lightroom presets, or have downloaded Lightroom presets and applied it but didn't like the way it looked and abandoned it because you didn't know how to edit it to get your preference, then you should check out my photo editing course. Again, I'll leave the link in the description box, and I also have a discount for anyone watching this video. So I have a coupon code. It's limited, so once you see it on the screen, make sure you head over to the link in the description box and use the coupon code at checkout to get a discount off the course. So once all the coupons have been exhausted, you won't be able to use them, so make sure you hurry. So that's it. That's why I have been away from YouTube, but I am back. and better. I decided to do this Q&A to just ease myself into the entire YouTube process and just relax, and also as an opportunity for you to get to know me a bit more, even though I didn't get a lot of questions. But maybe in my next Q&A video I'll get more questions, and let's see. All right, so I'll see you next week Friday with another video. Till then, stay safe, stay fabulous, and have a fantastic weekend. Bye guys. Oh god, I have such a terrible headache. Today was such a bad recording day. What happened, god? Cheers guys.